Hey guys, hope you are going well. I am talking today about the comedy sequel Zoolander 2. Did we really need a follow-up to this cult comedy classic of 2001, that being the original Zoolander 15 years ago? No, we most certainly did not. But was I secretly very excited to see this movie nonetheless? Yes. And because you are all dying to see it, I know, you can stop yelling through the computer screen. I know you want to see this. Here is my blue steel. And while we're at it, I'm just going to dazzle you some more and show you Magnum. I was squinting so much I actually could not see. So our story picks up 15 years later, and the once very revered fashion model slash icon Derek Zoolander, played by Ben Stiller, who also directed this movie as well as the original Zoolander movie, and he's become a recluse and a hermit crab, estranged from his family, from his friends, and from the fashion world. Cue classic sequel plot device to bring Zoolander back out of hiding, thrust him into the limelight, reconnect him with Hansel, played by Owen and their much loved comedy duo that really has been the true test of time. And under the guidance of Penélope Cruz, fashion police, the two of them find themselves in the midst of a diabolical fashion crime plan, syndicate takeover, blah blah, something something. Look, it is not, by no means, it is not the story that anyone comes to see Zoolander 2 for. I mean, really, if you're going to Zoolander 2 because you are genuinely interested in the plot, in the story, in the arc of how these characters are growing and developing and overcoming obstacles to complete a really nice resolution in the end, you have walked into the wrong movie. You can see all the razzle dazzle and the emphasis that they've put behind this production. There is so much more money and more ideas and people involved and invested. You can see that in the really big special effects and so much green screen and like fancy editing to try and distract you from the fact that the story is really paper thin. To me, it felt like they took a bunch of funny one-liners and gags, and then they called every single famous person in Hollywood and pretty much every fashion designer and model and icon, and just saw who they could sort of get their hands on, and then they just wrote a story around those two factors. In fact, there are so many cameos, there are so many really famous actors and famous fashion designers and models and people playing themselves that I couldn't believe the amount of people interested in making an appearance in this movie. And look, I can't lie, I laughed a lot. I had a lot of really genuine funny laughs, but then again, I am a fan of the original movie. I feel like if you haven't seen the original movie, or if you are not into the original movie, then a reprisal of all these same characters being just dragged out again all these years later and put in very similar scenarios and situations, I feel like then it's just not going to do it for you. But for me, I had a lot of genuine fun and I was laughing a lot. I was also cringing a lot, and I was also awkward a lot, and hey, there were a few jokes that went too far, even for me, but hey, that is what you get from a really big Hollywood blockbuster. Not all the jokes are going to land as well as others, but for me, I had heaps of laughs and I thought it was really funny. This is not a movie that is going to stand the test of time, that is going to go down in cult comedy, you know, history like the original Zoolander did, in my opinion. I think this movie is going to have a very short time in the sun and then just go off into nowhere. They are my thoughts on the movie Zoolander 2. Leave me comments in the comments section down below. Let me know if you enjoyed seeing these characters reprise their roles and return again all these years later, or if you thought they should have just left well enough alone. You can also subscribe to my channel and keep up to date with my other movie and TV reviews if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.